One of the classic conundrums in fundraising is whether board members should be required to give or get, or give and get, and whether there should be a recommended combined amount. I'm a huge believer in give and get, and not for a certain amount, but to the best of one's ability. Let me explain my preference for give and get to the best of one's ability by sharing the problems with give or get. Let's say you have a give or get policy of at least $5,000. Here's what I see happen virtually every time. The first scenario is that the more affluent board member makes a gift of $5,000 and has completed his or her board commitment, while the less affluent board member gives $1,000, let's say, and then struggles to fundraise for the rest. And I say struggles because in general, those with more capacity know people with more capacity. So it's actually easier for those with more capacity to raise funds than it is for those with less. The second scenario is that the more affluent board member makes a gift of $1,000 and solicits 4 friends to each give $1,000. And then your board member writes checks for $1,000 to each of those friends' organizations. The less affluent board member is still making a $1,000 gift and struggling to fundraise the rest. But now both board members are giving an equal amount personally. And the third scenario is that the more affluent board member is more likely to work for a company that will make a corporate gift of $5,000, allowing that board member to neither give personally nor fundraise. And of course, the less affluent board member is still doing all the work. Do any of these scenarios represent a board where everyone is in it together? Where everyone around the table has equal skin in the game? I don't think so. And it's certainly not what I've seen with the 100 or more boards that I've worked with. In fact, it's very difficult to get everyone to do their best when you set up this type of structure. And only the biggest, most sought-after boards can make this work. So 100% of the time, I recommend give and get to the best of one's ability. Because when everyone around the board table is giving as much as they can and helping to bring in the funds as best they can, they're working as a team and they're in it together.